Asif, traditional rivals, India and Pakistan. This is a big game for both countries.
Yes, it is. And what a compliment to Chennai. The most important game of the tournament being presented to them to stage it, and I'm sure the crowd will enjoy it.
First ball of the game, and Pakistan are away. First run, always important.
Very good.
That's a good start for the Indians here. Just the 2 runs, 2 singles so far.
A very gifted player.
On line again, but just a bit too high. That won't stop the crowd from appealing. They go through for the single. That'll be a leg by.
I think both these batsmen, it's not just the batsmen, but also the bowler.
Again, straight on line. You can't afford to bowl any loose balls. You've got to be ready to bowl as soon as the ball's put in your hand. The ball's there, you just hit through it and over the top of the field. Anwar will be the more sedate. He'll be looking to bat through the innings if he can. He'll leave the... And just works it into the gap. Quick single. It'll take a direct hit. It doesn't come. And that senior member of this bowling attack, but as Asif said, more prone to be hit about.
And that is a good shot by Saeed. He kept the ball on the ground, although it wasn't right up to him. He played it on the up, and a little bit of mix-up there by these 2 batsmen. And it's just nerves, nothing else, because they do realize that it's important.
It's a little bit of bounce there. Both opening bowlers quite tall. They come down from a long way, so the bounce is going to be there. That bounce can work for you sometimes. It can work against you if you don't bowl the right length. Particularly if you give too much width with it. It just gives the batsman a free hit. Prasad is well aware of that. We saw earlier. On line again, the ball's in the air, but it's cleared mid-on. Again, they're racing away to the boundary. There's only have to beat the infield on these grounds. And the ball,
Shahid Afridi.
Slashes through the offside. Too much width. Prasad under pressure. There's already been some field changes forced upon him. 19 for 1. Full toss, gone, slower one, just dropping into the block hole. Very, very good Yorker.
Enough runs for him to defend.
On line again, but that ball into the gap. Only the 1 run. The runs are coming fairly steadily for Pakistan. Again, the slower ball.
And I think one thing going in Pakistan's favour is this combination.
Getting used to the conditions and the noise. General atmosphere out there. 22 for 1. Over the top. Always safe. The ball was always going to carry far enough. And that's the problem for the bowler. You've only got to be fractionally off. The wicket is so good. When you've got a wicket that is true of bounce and gives good bounce, it increases the range of shots that the player has. You've only got to be fractionally full, as on that occasion. And good night.
And that's what Saeed Anwar is doing. He's around 6 and over.
Great start by Pakistan. Pressure well and truly on the Indian bowlers and the Indian fielders.
Yes, and I think
again, Anwar gives it the full flow of the bat. This time straight to the field. The dressing room. Working the ball away. There's a fielder down on the boundary. 31 for 1. In the flashing blade.
straight to the fielder. But
again, the flashing blade. That's gone all the way. Timing and placement, unbelievable hit. So Prasad is under pressure.
the leg stump, something which I'm sure Sachin has asked him not to do. That ball wasn't really right up to him. It wasn't really a half volley sort of delivery, but Saeed Anwar, such a great timer of the ball. The ball going very high and very far.
Lashing blade again on the offside. The fielder at third man will have to move quickly. Gets a foot to it. The pressure is on the Indian bowler here. Prasad is feeling it. Saeed Anwar is aware of it. He's trying to increase that pressure. He knows he's got him worried. He's trying to just work on that. The psychological advantage is his, and he's going to make the most of it.
Yes, and such a good player on both sides of the wicket. There the ball being given the width to play that shot. Beautiful shot once again, and Caravella did exceptionally well to prevent that ball from crossing the boundary line, saving 2 runs for his team.
Single. And the run still flowing in the 7th over.
And that smashed straight down the ground for a boundary. Oh, just going over the rope. He didn't really time it well, but got enough bat on that for the ball to reach the fence. So straight.
Saeed Anwar was straight away very quick to pounce on that half volley, taking full advantage, and this is what happens when
He swept this one, but Ganguly is out there in the deep. Very important now for India that Anil Kumble gets into a good line and length, because he's one of the most experienced bowlers in the side. And he goes over the top, and very clean. One bounce over the ropes. Another boundary here for Anwar.
That is why it's so important that these two batsmen should stay in to pick the loose balls out very quickly, to expose a new batsman there taking time to play himself in. And they certainly can pounce on anything loose, as we've just seen there. A good shot, front foot right out to it, picking it up very early and hit it into the outfield.
Well, now good thinking by Tendulkar. He's pushed mid-on to long-on and brought in a man from between long-on and deep mid-wicket to a mid-wicket position. .51 for 1. Another very good over from Caravella comes to an end. 5 runs per over. And a shout here for stumping. That was down the leg side. Wide signal by umpire Katie Francis. Nicely timed. Just caress that through the covers, and we'll pick up another couple.
Saeed Anwar, beautiful timer of the ball. He certainly plays the shots very well. Timing is good.
He's been kept busy. Raja 10, giving him good company. And Anwar goes here over the top. Again, lovely piece of timing. One bounce over square leg for 4.
Certainly a lovely shot. Certainly wasn't a bad delivery. That the batsmen are in, their eyes are in. They got the bounce of the ball, the length, and Anwar was able to pick that up quite early and go with the movement of the ball. A lovely shot. And that is why these two batsmen have to really stay there. They can take any advantage of any loose deliveries that come along.
Where's he going to go now? Cut away. Straight to Prasad. He's got a very good eye, Saeed Anwar. Easy for bowlers to bowl long spells here in this heat. Another single downward to keep the strike. 66 for 1. 2. It's gone over the top here. There is a man at square leg. Good stop there by Ganguly. It's a favourable bounce. in history.
You shouldn't give your hand away on these kind of wickets.
Again the sweep. Again finds Ganguly.
Joshi just looking there, Saeed Anwar, as though he was looking for width.
Yes, there's a bit of spin in the ball, and first ball right on the dot.
Coming down the wicket and hammering it through, and a really good save there.
That is brilliant cricket. It was a good ball, and he jumped out to play it and drove it towards the wicket. Nice bit of dive by Jadeja.
Charging and hitting over the top. Yes, he's got it over mid-on. 2 bounces for 4. There's a man out there. It's a deep, wide, long on, but couldn't get across to it. And a 50 for Saeed Anwar from just 44 balls. So he's taken over the mantle from Afridi magnificently here this afternoon.
A very brilliant 50 by Saeed Anwar, and he will have done Pakistan a lot proud in many ways.
Coming again and going over the top. He's trying to hit it over the deep fielder into the stand, and he does so. So there's confidence for you. He's really taking the initiative here to Joshi.
Not bad tactics to get on top of the bowler in his first over, and Saeed Anwar is a good enough player to do so, and that's how Joshi went into the stands. It wasn't a bad ball, but Anwar picked it well and early, and he's a sweet timer of the ball as we see it. And the moment he hit it, look at his eyes following the ball. He's very satisfied with the stroke.
Yes, I think there's a certain amount of admiration in his eyes there. He knew once he'd played the shot that it was going to go all the way. But he is tackling a boundary fielder who's a little wider out there than where those balls are going. So an expensive first over here. Quicker and flatter, but charging Saeed Anwar. Can't get the single. Final ball of the over. 81 for 1. Top edge, but safe. So Saeed Anwar just taking a little lap to try and get it fine around the corner. False shot. Charging and going for the big one. It's a miscue, but it'll be good enough nevertheless. He did get hold of it, tried to hit it into the stand. But
4 more to Saeed Anwar and 4 more to Pakistan. It was a flattish trajectory, but Saeed Anwar was quick to pick it up early, and he found a gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. There wasn't enough turn in the ball, but Saeed Anwar is batting well. He is really settled down.
no run, 87 for 1. Staying in line, running quickly. There'll be a couple here. Charging, hitting it aerially. The offside sweeper will do the fielding. So Saeed Anwar just chancing his arm a little bit there, looking to come down, and I fancy he was trying to hit it perhaps over. So Saeed Anwar just punching it down, 2 mid off. Oh. 92 for 1. Little off spinner. It was an easy single there, just paddled around the corner by Saeed Anwar. We saw that Sachin Tendulkar going for 4.83 runs per over.
Good tweak there by Sachin. And once again, Saeed played a very blind kind of a lap.
And 1 square. So that gap is open over mid-wicket for Saeed Anwar, and he has a preference to hit it there. So although there's a fielder in this position here, there's no one back and this line. And that's really the area that's open. They're just flicking the ball for a single.
Good news is that Anwar is still there. And he's asked for a runner now. Joining him is Ijaz Ahmed. That's right, I just get the feeling that Saeed Anwar must have been dehydrated. Very hot out there. Shahid Afridi, who was dismissed a little while earlier, is out there as a runner.
The only danger having a runner is the understanding. It's into Ijaz, and they'll have to follow his call.
Played that on the offside. They look for two here. Yes, and this field will allow them to get it easily.
Yes, that was putting pressure on the fielder because the first run was very aggressively run very quickly, putting pressure onto the fielder, and obviously that made that fumble.
This is good cricket by Anwar. He's opening the face of the blade and running it square of the wicket. Another couple of runs.
20 overs.
Again, playing very intelligently, Anwar. Using his experience, milking the ball. And after 20 overs, Pakistan 107 for 2.
Ijaz, who has just come in, would take a little while to get the pace of the wicket, the bounce of the wicket. And I think that's good cricket because the more he stays on the wicket and once he gets the pace and the bounce, obviously
he's doing a good job for his captain here, Robin Singh, giving the ball a bit of air.
all the runs are flowing, but at the same time the boundaries have dried, and I think that's one thing which Sachin will be quite pleased about seeing him doing in West Indies. And instead there's Saeed Anwar beating the inside field, and what timing that was, brilliant timing. Once that ball beat the inside field, that went past the boundary line. 4 runs to Saeed Anwar, brilliantly placed.
Well, that was just stroked. He didn't even try and hit it too hard. Just a tap there. And it also beat the man at third man. That's his strength. Beautiful timer of the ball, Saeed Anwar.
And in the process he has scored his highest against India.
It's 120 for 2. Even another bowler to finish the quota of 20 overs.
Yes, I'm sure one of the things which he's hoping for is that between him and Robin Singh, if they can get as many overs as possible, and hopefully by the time the innings gets nearer the end, that he may be able to bring back Anil, Kumble and Joshi both, because they are his regular spinners.
Continuing. Again, beautifully timed by Anwar. Long chase here for the man at deep point, but that's the chase and win. He's really teasing the fielders here, Saeed Anwar, making them run all the way.
And then just beating them in the end. There it is, he's just angling the bat. Perfect timing, and by angling that bat, he's making sure that he beats the inside field. And there's the ball, just beating Anil Kumble. Desperate dives there.
But that, though the chart score showed that he had scored more runs on the onside, still has in this innings played some lovely shots to the offside like this one. Again a chase here for Kuruvilla. He'll pull that back just inside the fence. And another couple of runs for the Pakistani left-hander.
And once again beating the inside field, and that's what his hallmark is. Every time he's timing the ball, he's not only doing that to perfection, but he's also placing it well, which obviously is a hallmark of a very talented and gifted batsman.
See there again, so risky. It's 133 for 2.
Follow. I'm sure Pakistan will be looking for a big score, and there once again Saeed Anwar bisecting those two fielders who are specifically there for that job to prevent that from happening. But once again Saeed Anwar playing very late and then right in the middle, picking up 4 more runs.
Well, he always finds the gaps. That's his strength.
That's a line, boy!
Reminds me of Brian Lara when he's batting. He's another left-hander who finds the gaps most of the time. And we'll have to wait and see if this has come off the bat. This is another boundary for Pakistan. Yes, a boundary signal.
In Madras and Chennai, anticipating his century, cheering him up.
So 2 short of his 100 here, Saeed Anwar. 98 he is. He'll still be on 98. This will be his first 100 against the Indians. This knock of his has really taken the fight to the opposition. Get only a single here. And he'll get a strike too. 142 for 2. Anwar, he's on strike here to Robinson. That should be it. His 12th 100 in one-day international cricket. His first against the Indians. And it's been a superb knock by this flamboyant left-hander from Pakistan.
And that was a brilliant knock. And how nice to see not only his teammates cheering from the dressing room, but also the huge crowd here. They are celebrating his 100. And by doing that, obviously, Saeed Anwar must be pleased. But what is important from Pakistan's point of view, that he has to stay there. Hundreds.
That was again timed beautifully, but straight to the fielder.
By giving as much strike as possible to Saeed Anwar.
Yes, he has made batting look particularly easy here. It's 144 for 2. The Pakistan batsman will look for 2, but in the end just settle for 1. It's 150 for 2.
Anwar slashing again. He really has struck the ball beautifully in this innings. Pakistan will need him to stay there a little bit longer, whilst they've got some good batting depth.
Well, it helps if you have a younger companion to do some legwork for you while you concentrate on your batting.
Robin Singh has done a pretty good job. Very difficult bowling in the middle overs and the later overs. And while making room for himself, he doesn't get past the outfield. Kumble out there does fairly well to cover the ground.
The body language of Anil Kumble is not very encouraging, and Saeed Anwar making the best of that ball, pitched outside the off stump, slightly short, and look at the way he stopped it well, but oh, well bowled. Got a thick inside edge. That was a much better ball by Shahid. Managed single and got the bottom edge of the bat.
Anwar back on strike. Trying to pick up the tempo. Just goes to show you when he was batting normally.
Still there, which is danger for the Indians.
Swing and miss. An appeal from the bowler. Umpire David Orchard is unmoved.
Now, does he, I think, realizes that even if he gets out, And the Pakistani batting lineup has got reasonably good depth, and that is how he missed out, just by a whisker.
This time he gets a bit of bat on it, but again, the timing not there. He really is a tired man. He had a magnificent innings. Saeed Anwar, a magnificent 107. Ijaz Ahmed just poking the ball around, pushing it into the gaps, giving Anwar as much strike as he can. Robin Singh continues. In the air and over mid-off. A couple of bounces into the boundary. That's pretty tough work for the bowlers.
Over the top of mid-off. And even though he played far away from the body, he can afford to do so because he's been in long enough and he's had a fairly good look at the Indian bowling.
Hot work, as you can see. Much a bowler can do but try and get the ball in line with the stumps and the hope that anything that the batsman misses is going to hit the stumps. If you're not going to be hitting the stumps, then it's virtually a free hit.
Well, a good ball is a good ball in any class of cricket, and that's something which I've always believed.
Anwar, too much room. When you keep it straight, it's very hard for them to hit it anywhere else but to where your fielders are. That's really the job of a bowler in this situation. Robin Singh. Got to get the ball in line with the stumps. Anwar again gives it the full flow of the bat as he's so wont to do, and he has done so well today.
Keep it down. And along the ground, fetching him 4 more runs. You're bowling to a man well set. You've got to bowl well. And look where the ball is pitched. Anwar had all the time in the world to go for the sweep to perfection before he can bring you on again.
This time takes it from outside off stump. Can't pierce the outfield. 2 fielders on the boundary from mid-wicket and backward square leg. Again, Joshi giving the free hit really outside the line of the stumps. The ball was never ever in danger of hitting the stumps, so Anwar knows that he's got a free hit. That'll just about do it. That'll take him 121. It goes past the highest score formerly held by Javed Miandad of 119, scored at Lahore in 82-83. And really, the Indian bowlers are copping some stick here now.
I don't think they're really bowling to the field, and this particular delivery, the way it raced to the boundary.
This time, a bit of improvisation from Anwar. Works the ball from outside off stump. They're coming back for 2. Ganguly is a good throw, but you can't run them out from that distance once they've already started.
Played off his legs, and if you see the runner for Saeed Anwar, he's not really running a straight line, and I don't think anybody's ever told him that a straight line is the shortest distance.
He's also hit a couple of 6s, and he's got a runner out there working for him at the moment. Again, they'll be looking for 2 here. Not well struck, but just in that distance where the outfielder can't cut it down and the infielder can't catch up with it. So I think to improve. India really needs some wickets. It's the only way they're going to be able to restrict the Indian total from here on in. And facing 126 to his name. No run on this occasion. Still not a very good delivery though. Or maybe it's the moon coming up. I think the players will be happy the sun's going down, and there's 4 more.
Well, either way, whether the sun going down or the moon coming up, the fact remains that the ball is not running for the Indians as we see it. 4 more runs. And that is how Joshi went for a good lap down the square leg. Skidded attempt by Rahul Dravid wasn't enough.
Things are going. Anwar on 130. Takes him to 131. That equals his career best, which was against the West Indies at Sharjah, and becomes the highest score at Chennai just surpassing the 130 scored by Chris Harris here against Australia during the World Cup.
Got a single. And Joshi appears to be just going through his motions at the moment. Putting all the singles, all the fours.
Ahmed. Anwar, in fact, scored 196 for 2 versus New Zealand in Sharjah, 93-94. Looking for the boundary again, but straight to the mid-wicket fielder.
Anil Kumble is one of the main strike bowlers of the Indian side.
Just a single as it goes past him, and Kuruvilla 6 overs for 18.
States.
All out appeal. It sounded as though he got a little nick on it. He tended to raise the bat to make sure that the umpire knew as well.
Good delivery, just coming in slightly inside edge onto the pads.
Great going from Saeed Anwar. And full flow there just to the sweeper for a single. It's the sort of score as the 200 comes up in the 36th over. Anil Kumble bowling well enough, an easy single there. And Kumble bowled his first 4 overs for 19. Well, sweeping it through mid-wicket, just the single though. Saeed Anwar trying to find the gap out there, not able to. Just has to settle for a single.
Short, sweeping. It's a shot that has got him a lot of runs here today. Yes.
Hitting it in the air, but safe.
As far as I'm concerned.
This one a slow one, but over tossed. Comfortable single down to long off. Now another single, and the Indians will be conscious of trying to keep Saeed Anwar away from the strike into the over 215. Change of scenery out there. The fans, Inzamam to the crease. Ijaz Ahmed having done a good job. His 39 coming from 55 balls. Get the strike turning over nicely, so that man at the top of the order there, Saeed Anwar, able to dominate some of the strike. 141 from 121. And now that's one of the very few real heave-hos that we've seen from Anwar. Might have just edged it, but it was so wide, almost could have been called one. He tried hard to get it. This time he puts it over mid-wicket. That's where he was looking to find the gap, and he's done so for 4. Tried off the first ball of the over. This time he does connect. Away for another boundary.
Well, they say if you swing often enough, sometimes you'll connect, as he did here. Swinging across back, this time with a straighter back, and picked it up into the open gap. But to bring 2 new batsmen in now will certainly give India a chance to get back on top. And
that's a fine shot, but a good half save. And will save 3 runs. They just get 1. So Dravid.
Oh, he'll just be fair now to throw his bat at everything. That one, a slash beside the off stump.
Things go my way, we'll get it an even bigger total. And he's hit it strongly down the ground. Long on able to come across and prevent the boundary, coming back for the second so that he can maintain the strike. So signalled 6, and Kumble not happy.
Yes, pitched out. It was very difficult to tell here, sitting down right under the stand here. But again, you see, he just hit the top of his fingers like a goalkeeper and just pushed it into the boundary.
So Joshi got up there, tended to tip it over. It was a few metres in from the edge. Going again and really trying to hit this one for 6. And it has gone. Well, this man could end up with 200 the way that he's going. Plus.
Certainly swinging across this one, but picking it up and certainly clearing the fence there. At this rate, Pakistan would probably be looking for over 300 runs if he continue in this mood.
Going again, the six is out. It's gone, yes, it's gone. The fieldsman just watching it sail over the top of him over mid-wicket. So magnificent hitting here, throwing total caution to the wind, but finding the middle of the bat. Tremendous stuff.
3 balls, 3 sixes again, getting up under the ball, picking it up very sweetly and clearing the fence again. Lovely hit.
20 off the over so far, ruining Kumble's figures. He's got to get it in the block hole. He didn't. It was a big full toss, and he's miscued it a bit by comparison. It still goes for 4, so 24 from the over, 246, 247 for 3.
And Saeed Anwar there, the highest score by any player in one international against India, and he's also well on course to break the highest score in a one-day international by any player against any country. I think that's held at the moment. Viv Richards of West Indies is holding that record.
This has been a masterful knock by Saeed Anwar. He's just kept going
in a 50-over game. Takes a lot to score, especially when you're chasing. The batsman always under pressure, and the team which already has got the runs, they are there on the board to make it in.
It's 250 for 3. Oh, that's brilliant batting. Again picking his spot, just walking across the stumps so that he could get the placement right on the onside.
That was brilliant, there's no doubt about it. And one really wonders if Saeed Anwar has to have a pinch hitter along with him to bat. And we saw in the first 2 matches, in the first 2 innings, when Afridi was really hitting the ball very hard and picking up those runs very quickly, Saeed was just playing the second role. And here he is. Well on course to beat the record which at present is being held by Vivian Richards. And
good running there by the Pakistanis. It will come at this stage.
Yes, although Saeed Anwar didn't manage to run the ball down, but he still got bat to the ball, and Inzamam ul Haq was not really very well known for his running. He's comfortably taken that single.
And he blazes at that one, and that will beat Kumble on the offside. Another boundary to Saeed Anwar. He really has been dealing in boundaries here this evening.
And the remarkable thing about this innings is that every time he's piercing the field with his beautifully timed shots, he's also finding the gaps. And very difficult to set a field to any batsman in such form.
Another no ball. And this is what India just cannot afford to do. It's not only if Pakistan got 2 runs here, the Indians have to bowl another delivery.
Well, the direct hit would have definitely got...
Well, and this knowledgeable crowd, they know it. It's 277 for 3.
The best in one-day internationals.
In the air and safe. Going away to third man, just opening him out a bit, hitting the outside edge. So a single to end Puruvilla's spell. 289 for 3. This is a huge Pakistan score. not over as yet. 4 overs to go, so that means still 24 balls remaining. Pakistan are in a position to reach a score of around 320 here, especially with this man going. 186, Saeed Anwar. And that's very nicely played on the onside to become the highest scorer in one-day cricket. He knows it, and the crowd rise up to cheer him as one. Terrific innings from Saeed Anwar. 190 not out.
What a magnificent sight to see the crowd cheering him and him acknowledging. He knew at the moment he hit that ball, he knew it was going for 4 and knew that he's going to break the record of Vivian Richards. And the good thing to say is the crowd appreciating.
Great chance here for him to get a double 100. That'll take some beating. Again, very intelligently played. And he's now got another boundary here. He smashed that behind point in the air and again found the gap.
He's got a remarkable knack of finding these gaps, and there it is. He knew it the moment he hit the 4. He knew that he has achieved a huge landmark, and Inzamam ul-Haq congratulating him there, and that is a magnificent performance.
And this is gone in the air. This will be a very good catch if he takes it. Yes, he has. End of a superb innings from Saeed Anwar, just getting the top edge there. Ball going away at the short fine leg.
And I think that's out of Ganguly, who has taken that magnificent catch, and in the process has probably hurt himself. And Jadeja congratulating Saeed Anwar. That was a nice gesture, nice touch there. Jadeja going up to Saeed Anwar and congratulating him. And it's a great innings coming to an end.
Yes, one of the all-time great innings in one-day cricket. What an ovation he's getting. He's put his team in a commanding position here. Shahid Afridi, who did most of the running for him, rightly giving him a hand. 297 for 4 Pakistan.
There it is, Saeed Anwar getting the top edge, and brilliant catch, there's no doubt about it, but I think his badly hit because his head, when it fell, hit the ground, and one sincerely hopes that he hasn't done any serious damage to himself.